There is a lot of confusion when it comes to autism and speech delay. When parents come to us, sometimes they think the child has a speech delay, but it could be autism. Other times, the child may have autism, but parents think it is just a speech delay. So, in this video, let's clearly understand the difference between the two. I will be sharing a few key differences so that you get a clear picture. Speech delay is difficulty in talking, but autism is difficulty in connecting. And remember, communication is not just about speech, it's about connecting with the people around, the social interaction, the understanding and usage of actions. Now, let's look at the key differences one by one. The first one is the communication intent. If a child is having just a speech delay, maybe they cannot use the words to communicate, but at least they would look at you, they would make some sounds like and try to communicate something with you. They will be interested in communication. But when it comes to autism, the child may not be interested in communication as such, only for their needs that they would try to indicate by crying or by other means. The second one is social engagement. When you see a child with speech delay, they will be involved socially. That means they will have friends, they like to be around people, and they smile at them, they look at the people, and they try to involve others in play. But when it comes to autism, the child likes to play by himself or herself. They are in their own world. They don't try to connect with the people. Even when you call, they don't respond to the name call. So it is not about the hearing, but it's about connecting socially with the people around. And the third important one is usage of gestures and actions for communication. When it comes to speech delay, the child tries to communicate through pointing, through waving, or some actions. For example, if the child is hungry, the child may show you the biscuit jar, or maybe the child touches the stomach and shows you, or shows actions like this to show that the child wants water. But when it comes to autism, the child may not use actions like pointing, waving, or the actions to communicate. Instead, they may use the caretaker's hand to show different objects. That means they use a hand as a tool and not as a person. And also about pointing to share interest. When it comes to autism, they do not share the interest. See, look at the aeroplane there, or look at the new toy that I found. They do not share their interest with others. And the fourth and the most important one is the repetitive behaviors and play. If you see a child with speech delay, they will have good play skills. They play meaningfully, like pushing a car or feeding a doll. They will have a lot of imaginative and pretend play. But when it comes to autism, they have this repetitive behaviors. If you give them some toys or they're just stuck to certain toys, they would arrange that toy in an order. They would line them up or they would pile them up. If you go and take one from that, they will get disturbed. They follow a certain pattern. Sometimes they keep spinning the wheels of the vehicles, or they flick or open the drawer or the door. They can go hours together doing the same activity. And sometimes they have this hand flapping, or they keep spinning around. Sometimes they follow the same pattern. If you change the route, they get disturbed. For example, you try to take them to the park through a different route one day, they get irritated, or they need the same plate or the same cup every single day. And they also have this repetitive language. They have echolalia, that means whatever the other says, they keep repeating the same thing, or they take a particular rhyme or particular phrase from TV or from social media, and they keep repeating it very often. This video is only for awareness and I'm not diagnosing here. If you see any of these symptoms or you feel the child may have autism or a speech delay, it is better to consult professionals like speech therapists or developmental pediatricians or occupational therapists or child psychologists. Early intervention makes a whole lot of difference.